Hello 18s, welcome back to another video. You're probably thinking why I became an 18 fan, how I became an 18 fan, why I'm doing what I'm doing by sharing SB19 here in Europe. So I'm here to answer those questions to you and so you get to know me better. First of all, how did I discover SB19? My wife is Filipina and I think she was one of the first ones to discover SB19 and she was always obsessed with them. Like she was always talking about SB19, she was always listening to SB19 and I was like, you know what, I will give it a try. I will listen to an SB19 song. So the first song that I listened first was the What from SB19 and it was on a big TV on an apartment that I was renting in the Philippines. It has a nice beat, it sounds nice, it sounds amazing, the vocals are nice, and overall it was amazing. But I couldn't understand anything because it was all in Tagalog, right? It's still a nice song. But you know that thing that after a couple of days, you keep singing the same song in your mind over and over again, and it always came to my mind. And at some time, I was always singing that without knowing the lyrics. Kita nasa paray nasa bandera para nasa asabadabantantara. And I became obsessed. I was always singing that over and over and over again until my wife decided to show me the video clip of that song and she explained to me what it actually means. She explained to me how it means to be proud of your identity, proud of your country, raise your flag and be proud of it. And I felt it. Once she explained to me, now everything had a meaning. The video clip had a meaning, the music had a meaning, the way they sing it had a meaning, and I felt it in my soul. I almost became a Filipino. I felt so strong. I couldn't explain it. Like, I want to listen to this over and over again, and I almost cried. I was like, I am a proud Filipino and I'm not a Filipino. So I don't know, it's just such a strong message, such a strong the lyrics are so strong that I'm always gonna have this in my mind as something to always remember. Be proud of your identity and of your country. Like that is really strong, that no other song have ever made me feel like this. Right now I am on a process of watching the history of SB19, how they started and all the struggles they had to face. I'm watching this from a creator called Casual Chunk. If you haven't heard of him, he's a very nice creator. He's showing the history of SB19 in a series. If you haven't watched it, go and watch him out. I will show you his link up there. So go and watch him out. He's a great one and the story is very nice. So let me answer the question why I decided to promote SB19 here in Europe. Fast forward, after we left the Philippines, we came here in Europe and, you know, hardworking, and after a couple of months we decided to go on vacation. And so we flew to Germany and there we rent a car and we went to Belgium and Netherlands. And while driving, we were listening to SB19 songs, and that connection of having an amazing time and at the same time listening to a song that is nice, it stayed in my mind as something amazing. Like that thing that driving and listening to SB19 songs, it's something that if you have the opportunity to do it, you should do it. It's excited, it has different varieties of songs, I have to mention, and I'm always amazed by that. And it just fits so much. It fits on every occasion. SB19 fits on every occasion. And I was like, you know what? If this works on me, it would definitely work on other people in Europe as well, right? There is no way I'm the only one that enjoys listening to SB19. I will try. I will show to Europeans that there is SB19. Check them out. I had my wife that showed it to me. If it was not for her, I would have no idea who SB19 is, but she showed it to me. And now I'm like, I will show to them too. You know, here in Europe, we have Eurovision, and it's a contest that a lot of countries send a representative, they sing a song, and then there is the voting. And on that, you know, the candidates that they are sending, the representatives, they don't only send English songs, some of them are in Hungarian, Bulgarian, Greek, Albanian, Turkish, German. It can be on any language, it doesn't have to be English, and people are still listening and voting, and some of them are even going, you know, high place. First place, Italian won the previous time, French won the previous time. Like there are songs that people are listening even if it's not in English. Of course, SB19 can have a place here in Europe too, but if people are willing to listen to a different language of a song, of course they can listen to SB19 as well. And if it's me that I like listening to them, of course they will also like listening to them. And I know that people might just listen, but they are not interested in. Some of them I give them, as my last video, I gave them Pepsi to listen to SB19. And some of them I only care about the full Pepsi, not about the SB19. As I said, my goal is not to make them a huge fan right away. It's just to introduce them that, you know what, there is a group called SB19. have a check, listen to them. You like it, you don't like it, it's up to you. But I am the guy that I will just tell you that this group exists. And I really think it will be great in Europe. We lack of boy bands, and we lack of this kind of music that is a different genre of music. And SB19 that is singing and dancing at the same time, it's incredible. I don't know how they are doing it, but it's incredible. We don't have this in Europe. I really want SB19 to become famous. I want them to succeed here in Europe as they succeed anywhere else, and I want them to come here, have a concert full of stadium, the biggest stadium ever, and they will be full of people. All like you will see the Filipino flag, but you will also see the German flag, the Greek flag, the Spanish flag. You will see everything all around the SB19. That will make me very proud. Very, 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 very proud. I wish the best, and I will do my best to for SB19 to become famous here in Europe. At least I will play my part, because they are the artists. They are the ones that will actually come here and perform, and they deserve the best. I will just play a small part, the little I can do to help them with this process. Thank you very much for all the support you're showing to me. Thank you very much for all the kind words you're saying. I will continue doing this, and if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for being in this journey with me. See you in the next video. Bye bye.